Definitely.
Yes.
Hello.
We got our red done today.
Hi,
Oh,
Carol.
look who's here.
Here's
Susie?
Carol.
I went in and added, I sauteed some onions and garlic and put it in my soup. So
You did. Was it better?
hopefully it'll be better. There's somebody that
Carol.
likes a winter coat.
She makes an appearance.
Hey, Carol.
Hi there. I'm alive.
We're glad.
Good.
We're glad
You've got that color on again that I said you look so good in.
I don't know. I don't do that on purpose.
We know.
I mean, really, someone said that to me yesterday and I said, they said, do you always wear that color? Because people think you look nice in it. And I said, well,
You should
I
wear
will-
it all the time.
I will
You
from
should.
now on. That's
It's,
good.
no, it's really a good, great color for you.
You said that, Susie. I remember you saying that last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all doing
Up from
okay?
your nap, Tom? He's
Hi,
not even
Tom.
listening
It
to me.
looks like Tom's been outside.
Uh-huh. He's
Yeah, I
Looks like
did.
he's been outside.
Zoe there, Tom?
Who are you talking about?
You,
you.
TK.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome back, Carol.
You look all ruffled.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to be back and
Yeah,
living, you know.
yeah, that's important. Very important.
It's really kind of scary, you know. We were,
No doubt. Yeah.
but I have antibodies. I can go
What?
do something now.
And Jack's doing well now.
Yeah,
Jack is,
Oh,
yeah.
Good deal.
Good.
he's doing real well. I'm back pretty much to normal. The fatigue stays with you for a while, but outside of that, I just feel really good.
I had heard that, if you have some symptoms, but you're not very far down the path, that having the antibodies can be very effective. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
what happened with you?
Yes, yeah,
Treatment,
yeah. My doctor right away. I was
Oh,
sick
good.
I was probably really sick for about 3 days, and on the third day is when he sent me to the hospital to have the antibody infusion. And it, really, I was surprised by the next morning how much better I felt.
That quickly, yeah, great.
And then within a couple of days, I was okay. I mean, not okay, but I was certainly not that sick. Jack lingered a little longer because I think he didn't know that he had it, so he waited. The key is to get it right away as soon as you can.
Yes, right.
Mm-hmm. As soon as they'll let you.
Yeah, yeah. I have a pretty good doctor. I mean, he gave me steroids and
Mhm.
an antibiotic
Mhm.
and the infusion. Everything just kind of threw it all at me. He even said, "Hey, if you didn't get any better, I was giving you the hydrochloroquine."
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he believes in that. You know,
What's going on, Blondie?
he said,
Go to
"What
a doctor in Richmond or in Ohio?
in Richmond?"
Richmond.
Yeah, yeah. He's pretty good. I mean, he had told me he had 4 in the hospital at the time, and he said 3 of them probably will make it, but he knows one of them will not. And she's 63, and
Oh,
Oh,
so, but they didn't have the infusions because they came too late
Yeah.
Mm.
for it to benefit them. Oh, another thing, I was talking to him. This was before I got COVID. I'm talking to him and I said, "Gosh, what do we do if we were all panicked, last summer in the fall, and what do we do?" And he says, "I don't know." He said, "My dad just died in the parking lot of Village Pantry with it a couple of weeks ago." And I went, "Should I go to another doctor, maybe?" Yeah, but he said his dad,
Practice
uh,
proved
hung-
since,
he said his dad
Yes,
hung
he's
out
practiced
at the truck stop.
Oh, oh,
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Oh.
And he wouldn't wear a mask.
Of course.
He
not.
wouldn't
Oh.
wear a mask. And he tried to tell him, but I guess his mother died not too long ago, and his dad has been in a depression, and he just threw caution to the wind, and he
Hmm.
got it. And then he didn't tell him because he didn't see him for a week. He talked to him, but he didn't see him. And so when he was in the parking lot of the village pantry when they found he had died, and it was like a heart, it went to his heart, I guess, or whatever.
Can't do that.
Do you know how you got yours, Carol? Or-
No, golly Moses, I've got Christmas presents sitting in my foyer
Oh,
to
yeah.
give
You,
to my kids. I didn't even get together with them.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of, I had a couple of just checkup doctor's appointments after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's. And I went, like mammograms and checkups and
Right.
that sort of thing. That's a possibility. I wore a mask. We were careful. I don't know.
Wow.
Hi, Judy.
well, if that was the only place, or those were the only places you had gone, Carol, then more than likely you got it at one of them.
Yeah.
Well, I did go to the store,
Hmm.
to
Yes.
the grocery.
Yeah.
Where else did I go? If I went any place to eat, we ate outside always in the car, like Chick-fil-A in the car.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah. But the other night I did go to Texas Roadhouse and had a margarita.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hey,
I
that's not-
felt so liberated.
Oh, yeah.
Walked in and I said,
that's all it took.
I got antibodies. And then the lady comes up, it was like noon, it was about 1 o'clock. She says, what would you like? We have coffee, tea, blah, blah. And I said, no, I want a margarita on the rocks with salt around it. That was my outing, my first outing.
You got your cutie, Becky.
Yeah, this is my mom's cat that
Oh,
she left me. And
Pretty great.
he is an angel.
well, that's good.
Of course, all my cats are angels. I've got 3, but he's
Yeah,
really an angel.
We have 2 good ones and one that is a demon.
Demon.
The only thing is he likes to walk on the keyboard.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I had an
Yeah.
older cat one time and I had a screensaver running and she reprogrammed my keyboard one night.
oh,
And I walking on it and I could not, it was probably a week before I figured out what in the world she had done. She was always walking on my keyboard.
So Ricky
All right,
Putoff,
Ray.
did you get moved?
We are in a rental unit.
Okay.
It's taken us about 3 weeks to get settled in here. But we're here.
All
It's
right,
been
Rick.
cold in Florida. The average is about 75 every day.
Oh.
Just- No, it's been chilly down here. It really has.
Or
You know, It's still about 40 degrees warmer than the Midwest.
I can see you're all bundled up, Rick, like, I got.
Yeah, I got my sweatshirt. Hey, I'm sorry I missed all you folks. I really do enjoy coming to the show here on Saturday.
The show.
Hey, Tom, is your hair a little longer than the last time I saw you?
Probably.
Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah.
He uses to cut it.
God
Oh,
damn, you
yeah.
could have a ponytail. When are you gonna get the ring in your nose?
Well,
A man bun, not a man bun.
I'm
his
just
hair
jealous
won't
I have
stay
no
back.
hair.
It's one of those where it's not quite long enough yet to where it'll stay if I put one of those things around it. I don't know what you call those things, but
I have no hair. I'm just,
Sometimes that's a good thing.
yeah.
I don't know.
Don't women wear extenders? Is that what they're called? Could you do extenders?
extensions.
Extension.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, you can tell we all have extensions.
Oh,
We
okay.
all have extensions.
I wouldn't know.
No, I don't, I'm not trying to make it long, it's just getting long. And it looks like if all this comes to pass when we're supposed to get the first shot and then the second shot, I guess I wouldn't probably go get a haircut until April.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I get mine next Tuesday.
Ooh.
you're shot.
Your shot,
My
not your
shot,
haircut.
not my haircut. Yeah. But,
I'd
hopefully I
myself
get it.
on
It's been
Monday
real
with no
difficult to sign up
consequence.
down here. It's just, but now I'm going over to Miami to the Marlins Stadium, Sherry and I, to get our shots next Tuesday.
Cool.
I've
Good.
got a friend who drove about 6 hours up from Key West to West Palm Beach to get his first
No
shot.
kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then his wife, a week later, got signed up to get it right there, and she should have gotten it yesterday.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are any of you folks apprehensive of being vaccinated?
No,
No.
I already had mine, Rick. I already had mine.
I've already had my second one.
Oh, you
Yours-
had your
yours had a
second one.
polio
I just
shot,
had
right?
my second one
Oh,
Thursday.
good for you, Nancy.
Oh,
Good.
Hey, Nancy, was that any harder or rougher on your arm or anything?
Well, let me tell you what happened.
Yeah, oh, we want to hear it.
No
Hey,
horse.
everyone.
tell it.
It
Tell
Hi,
us.
Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
Sherry, how are you?
Jerry.
Hey, Sherry. Hey,
Hi.
cuz.
Hi, Sherry, how are you?
Good, just heading out.
Okay.
Okay.
Errands to run.
Have a good trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, and put on some sunscreen, wear your sunglasses.
Oh,
Make
I
me
know.
feel bad.
Don't do that.
Daddy knows best.
Yeah.
See you
See you
later.
later.
Bye.
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 Okay, so,
Bye.
Hi.
Okay, Nancy.
so I got it Thursday morning and I felt okay, but my arm was a little sore Thursday evening. But Thursday night, I woke up every 2 hours.
Hmm.
Why, I don't know. But I got up every two, and I don't wake up all during the night. And so that was fine. And yesterday morning, I was okay, ate a little breakfast, but about noon, I was so tired, I could hardly keep my eyes open. And I thought, well, it's because I didn't sleep.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up sleeping all day yesterday, and I got the chills
Mm.
in the afternoon a little bit. I took my temperature and I had a 99, but it didn't last. And then I went to bed and I slept from 9:30 to 7:30 this morning, and now I feel wonderful. I feel
Great.
great.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
They're
And I
both
didn't even want a
sleepy.
glass of wine last night, so that's bad.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah, that is bad. when
I
you don't-
know. But that's, and I've heard from a number of people, you get the chill, you can get the chills or the body aches or the headaches. I didn't have headaches. I didn't have body aches. You get fatigue. And I was tired. I don't know why, but anyway,
Now, you had Pfizer, right? You got the Pfizer
I
vaccine?
had Pfizer, yes.
Okay, because.
But I feel great today.
This
So-
is Vicky Grafflin. Can you see me? I just have this little silhouette on my own iPad.
No,
we
we
can.
can't.
me too.
I,
No.
Turn on your
I
video.
hear you.
You're
well, I
coming.
don't know how, I'm afraid if I go back, I'll
Give me
lose.
hope.
What can I do?
Go
your
to-
video on.
Is there a place for you to say, turn on video? or-
Yeah, Nancy.
Somewhere around the edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
There she goes.
Well, I had my first shot Wednesday, and about 7 o'clock in the evening, I fell asleep and got up only to take the dogs out and slept through the night. I was just exhausted, and my
Oh,
arm
really?
still hurts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
And
one
talking
did you
about
get?
wine, since I had the stroke fairly, they won't let me drink wine yet. And usually I have a glass of wine about 5 o'clock every night.
Oh,
It's been since Christmas.
oh,
Vicky,
well.
which one did you get? Did you get Pfizer?
I
or-
got the Moderna, and you know what was sad? It took me forever to get the appointment, and I was supposed to be there at 6:30, and it was at the old Elder Beerman stores where it's all set up. The county is doing it,
Hmm.
and they called me in the morning and said, if you can be here shortly after noon, you can get the shot. Well, which I was delighted because I don't see well at night, and I wasn't looking forward to driving there at night.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got there and there were just nurses hanging out there. They just could have gotten so many more people through there. I don't know whether there was a miscommunication with the way we signed up online or whatever, but there could have been a lot more people coming through there getting shots.
Wow.
It's too bad.
Should have
Yeah.
called us. We would have driven over.
Yeah.
Dang. Hmm. Bob, you've had your doll done. Did you
And
have
my
the same
second one
experience as
Monday
Nancy?
afternoon, about 2. No consequences whatsoever.
Good.
Got tired, but I think that's fairly typical. No other side effects at all. Nobody here's had anything like that.
Great.
Cool.
Now, was your Pfizer or Moderna?
Moderna, we're like Vicky, we got the Moderna here in Wayne County.
Yeah.
And that's what I got too, the Moderna.
This Johnson & Johnson they're coming out with, I'm glad that we got one of the others because this one is only 66%.
I know.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. I'd rather
That's
have
the one
penny-
I might be able to get though.
Really?
Because I have really, really bad medical allergies. And so my doc has been holding out maybe for that one. But the 66% just means
for the mild cases.
you can get sick at 66%, but it's 88% that you won't die or go to the hospital.
Right.
Oh, that's
So,
good.
that's good.
so you get the flu. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
But-
As these things keep coming, Judy, the consequences are going way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what happens post vaccine.
Yeah.
What's
And-
scary is the new part of this that's coming on. I can't remember where it's from, but they're thinking that maybe we might need a booster because of the new virus that's been added to this coronavirus.
Might
The
need
South
it like the
African
flu
one?
shot.
I didn't say that well, but
Yeah. One of them is
Well,
South.
African strain, maybe.
Carol, how are you and Jack?
Oh, good. I kind of went through it. We're all doing good.
Oh,
We're
I'm
well.
sorry.
Yeah,
Jack's
no,
o-
that's all right. I'll message you or something so they don't have to listen to it again. Yeah, we're doing really well, both of us.
Good.
The part
one
you
thing
missed,
good
Nancy, was that
are-
she said she was doing great. Jack's not, but that's not because of the being sick. It's because she beat him up.
Oh, okay. Now that
Yeah,
I
I
would
got-
have liked to have seen.
Yeah,
He's
when
bigger than
I
her.
when I had it, I was making food, doing whatever, emptying the dishwasher. Jack had it. Oh my gosh, he's in the recliner. He is totally wiped out, cannot move, just exhausted.
Needs room service.
Yes. Yeah. But anyway, we're
Yep.
doing real well. And I was really happy because our doctor followed up with blood tests and Jack is had a CT scan. And that's why we know that we're okay. We don't have it in our organs or whatever.
Good.
So I
Oh,
I
good.
That's great.
appreciated that because you never know when you have it, perhaps down the road, a month or two. Yeah, I've heard of people having relapse, but we're both pretty clean now.
That's good.
Good.
I have a neighbor 2 doors down that was one of the first people to get it. He actually works for the hospital and he still has like little bubbles in his lungs and so forth from it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of people having
Oh my God.
that's way down the road that some of them have ruined organs from this. It's
I
really
know.
bad. It can be bad.
Hmm.
That's why I was glad to know, I don't have to worry about that now,
Yeah.
Right.
You
Wow.
mean from the shot or from?
No,
No,
from
from
having
the
the
virus.
blood tests and the CT scan and, they give you a clean, either they tell you you have it in, your lungs are bad or some organ is bad, where with us, he said, no, everything is great, it didn't affect anything, in other words. But the only way you can really tell that is if you do have a blood test or an x-ray in your lungs or a CT scan, so.
So Vicky, your physical therapy and occupational therapy must be going really well because you seem to be more rambunctious today than normal.
I'm sorry.
Great.
No, I just feel like I'm very, very lucky. I got there on time. They got to reverse a lot of things. I still don't focus out of my right eye very well. And I'm still working on getting my left hand strengthened. When I started to leave the hospital, they wanted me to sign out and I realized I couldn't hold a pen. And I didn't realize that till then.
Wow.
So I'm doing all these, I am left-handed, but I'm doing, my son, my younger son, who kept everybody apprised of what was going on, got me this really thick pen. So this week I was able to actually write a few checks for bills and so forth. So I'm doing better, but you know, I just feel very lucky to be here. It could have turned out a lot differently.
Yes,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
we're glad you're here too.
Yeah, we're glad you got lucky,
Very glad you're here. Yes.
especially because originally I thought you were with a group of people when it happened. I didn't realize that you were by yourself at night.
Yeah, yeah, it was at 1:30 in the morning on Christmas morning. And I still don't know how I was able to get a hold of Matt to get my dogs put away and call the ambulance. I don't remember anything. I don't remember being carried out of the house on it or anything else after that. I don't remember anything.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Can I ask a stupid question because I never have time to read the YouTube version of events. Vicki, what happened to you?
Oh, a quick thing, because everybody else knows.
You are behind.
I had a stroke at 1:30 in the morning on Christmas Day. I woke up to go to the bathroom and couldn't balance myself, so slid out of bed and was able to go to the bathroom, but then got sick at my stomach and clammy, and it felt like somebody was battering my head back and forth. I didn't have any balance at all, so I crawled to the phone and called my son because I have 3 dogs that need to be put in a crate before an ambulance would come. They'd probably run out the front door. So he called an ambulance and went from there. I was very lucky because I was under that 3-hour period where they give you something that reverses everything.
Well, God bless you.
Yeah,
We're glad you're here.
thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's not all bad that you can't sign your checks.
Well, and poor Matt's really been through it this year. When I broke my hip in April, I called him. It was early on a Sunday morning. I woke him up, and by the time he got here, I was crumpled in front of the kitchen sink and the dogs barking and so forth. So I really put my son through it this year. My doctor told me not to get in any more trouble.
Okay, good.
Well, and you're on that medicine now that TK had
Yes.
talked about, right?
Yes, I'm on that. And I've always had very low cholesterol, but I'm also on Lipitor, which is just standard when you had a stroke, whether you have low or high cholesterol. So I'm on 4 blood pressure meds. I've now got them in that one of those little cubicles, like for each time I'm supposed to take one every day of the week,
Yeah.
because I've got too many to keep track of. I've reached that point. And now I probably need one of those little things that hang around my neck that is an alarm system instead of using my phone.
Get out.
Get an iWatch. Get an iWatch.
Yeah.
You don't have
Yeah, I
to have-
probably should. I've got a Fitbit, but that probably doesn't help.
No, that won't call anybody.
Oh.
Well, your iWatch will. I have one.
Will it? Good, okay,
Oh, yeah.
good to know.
So when you fall down, it notifies somebody?
Well, when
You
you
can
fall
call.
down or they think you fell, it says, "Did you fall?" And
Oh.
I'll say no. And they say,
But if you're not able to answer,
because I really didn't. I mean, like if I reached down real fast or something, but
Uh-huh.
if I said yes, then they would call 911.
Oh, my
I
God.
wondered, because I do a lot of heavy duty gardening. I probably won't be putting the 90 bags of mulch in myself this year, but anyway, I do heavy duty gardening. I'm afraid if I wore that watch, it would probably be set off all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
wouldn't advise you to wear the watch and do gardening.
No, no. Well, Vicki, you can come put my mulch down for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to hire somebody to do that.
Yeah,
this
that
year.
might be a good idea. Yeah.
I think
don't
that's a
need-
good idea.
I think that's a
Uh,
great idea. Yeah.
Now, Vicki, have you heard from Katie yet?
Yes, she called me. That was so kind of her. She was concerned and she called, and she also said the reason she's not on here a lot is it's right in the middle of the day, which I understand. Once I do my gardening and I'm outside, you know, I'm probably not gonna want to come in at 3 o'clock either. But
Yeah. Well, but she had asked me for your contact information because she wanted to ask you some questions because she first asked for that and then I responded and then she says, thanks. I had AFib and I thought I would compare notes with Vicki.
She did, and you know, most people that have AFib, they have it on the left side, and it's usually maybe one spot that they need to zap to get straightened out. Unfortunately, in my case, I had it on both sides in multiple places. So I've
Oh,
had
I
3
didn't know that.
ablations, but I'd been good for almost 10 years
Wow.
before this
wow.
happened. But I do have it now, and I feel like I'm too old and not in good enough shape to ever go through an ablation again. I do see the cardiologist this week, and hopefully they have some sort of a new medicine they can put me on. Because right now I can feel I'm having AFib, but they don't want to see me till the 4th. But
Okay.
Wow.
But you are on that medicine that TK
yeah,
talked
the
about.
Eliquis, the
Okay.
blood thinner, yes.
Well, now I know that all of you, if you don't mind, because she even refers to it as the girls. So all of you girls know all this, but then there are a number of us on here who either aren't girls or are girls who are not with the girls. So she said,
Where's this going? Where are we going with this?
all right, so
Hold on.
she says, well, because this will be old news for a number of people on here today. Yes, we are moving to a retirement community about 5 minutes from our house. It is under construction and won't be available until April of 2022. But we have to pick out stuff in parentheses and plan where electrical outlets go, etc. Our daughter has her own interior decorating business, so she is coming next week to help out the old folks, in quotes, and keep us on the straight and narrow. I usually keep up on you all from the girls. Notice I said the girls I play bridge with online. I will try to join you all, but can't this weekend as my sister is coming to visit. Jamie and I got the vaccine through the retirement place. It is a frustrating challenge for most of my friends who are trying to sign up online. I hope everyone else is having better luck. Thanks, Katie. So I don't know what retirement place she's living in, but boy, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're on Facebook with Mike Sonsini, he actually got his at a Publix grocery store.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he was lucky because I've been trying to get on Publix down here for 3 weeks and never seemed to make the contact. So you got to sit there at 6 a.m. with your finger getting ready to touch the website, and then you hope they come to you. You sit there for 2 hours and they go, all full.
I had it on speakerphone for 2 hours and 45 minutes and gave up. I was trying to get through online and the phone. Finally, at 7:30 in the evening, I was able to get an appointment.
Geez. Well, you're lucky.
It's not.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah,
'cause
it's bad here too.
Fairly easy.
Yeah, it's been easy around here so far.
It was
Rick?
fairly-
And Susie, where did you finally get your first one?
at the health department.
In downtown?
No, in an old store out by
Out by where?
Lafayette Square.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, my
Oh, yeah,
God.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good neighborhood.
Yeah.
I was driving there in the dark thinking,
Oh,
I really want to do this.
Hey, Rick,
It was fine. They had all kinds of security and it was fine.
Who's talking
See,
about?
I've been hearing things
I
about
am.
downtown Indianapolis. That's
You've been
really-
hearing what?
Things about downtown Indianapolis really being looted and just not a good place to go visit anymore or to hang out. Is that not true?
No.
no.
Oh, that's good because I love downtown Indy.
It's
No.
not downtown, but there've been 3 or 4 things in the last week. That people killing people.
Oh,
Oh
well,
yeah, I heard about that.
but
That was a family member, wasn't it?
that was a family member
Yeah.
that killed.
A lot of
18 years
metropolitan
old.
areas, it's just a mixed bag, and some of it's very, very nice.
Yeah.
You guys probably remember the Nottingham.
No,
family.
downtown.
Nottingham's got some property over there to knock your socks off
Darrow.
and restored and stuff downtown Indy.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
To hear it.
So it's kind of all over the place in the town.
Now, Susie, when you got your first one, then do they then sign you up for the next one
Mhm.
and tell you
Yeah.
where to go and the whole deal?
You go to the same place.
Yeah.
You go to the same place.
Okay.
Oh,
And
goody.
depending on which one it is, Tom, it's either 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Is that right, Susie?
Yep.
Which one is yours, Susie? 4 weeks?
Yes.
Yeah, mine's 3, and someone said just go back on the day that's 3 weeks and tell them you want your second one. So I don't know.
Oh, they didn't make an
No,
appointment.
they give
for
you
you?
a card.
They said
Yeah,
they would.
I got a card.
They
Yeah.
said they would
Yeah.
email me as to how to sign up, but I haven't gotten anything.
Oh, Jane, they
Jane, they didn't
gave
have a
us
card
a
on the
card
paper?
before we left.
Nope,
Have
we
you
got
had the
nothing.
first one, Jane?
I had the first one.
And they gave you nothing for the
They
second
gave
one?
me a card that said they will email me with instructions how to sign up for the second one, but
Oh,
it's been 2 weeks on Monday and I haven't heard anything.
I'd
Oh.
contact them.
I would contact.
Yeah, good luck. Who are you going to contact? I was on the phone.
That's true.
They're not
Well, who
answering the phone.
How'd you contact the first one?
Did it on the website.
I do that.
Well,
They didn't
mean,
have
it-
people there
it
sitting there.
involves hours of waiting, and I think I'll just go the day of the 3 weeks and say I'm here for my second one.
Yeah, try that.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck. Yeah.
Rick?
They're really slowing down here. I went by the place where I
Yeah.
had mine yesterday, and all the volunteers were there, but there was nobody in line waiting to drive through.
Did you talk to
Really?
anybody?
No, I was just passing through. I'd been at Lowe's getting something and went right past there. But
So TK, you want to ask Bob something?
No, I wanted to talk to Rick momentarily because we lucked out and it was one of those situations where Betsy's brother's wife, who lives just down the hill, was volunteering at a drive-through and they were serving some other part of the population. Betsy knows who that is. She messaged us and said, we still have lots of vaccine left and I think they're going to extend it. So we jumped in the car and drove down there quickly, about a half an hour.
Great.
And got our first shot, and that's been a couple of weeks. But since we've been contacted by Northwestern Healthcare right in downtown Chicago area, and also Rush in Chicago, because we had either had primary care physicians there or we'd been treated for something else. So I don't know if your area now, if you dealt with the healthcare system, I would think, given your age particularly, you should be able to either they contact you or you inquire. So does that any of that make sense for you?
I don't think he knows you're talking to him.
It all-
You talking to me?
You talking to me?
Looks like he's doing something else.
I
Well,
refuse to say all that again.
It's tough. I've tried everything down here. I'm on the phone, online, and my friends down here always call me. They've already
Yeah.
gotten it some way.
Okay.
So I feel pretty good now. I've signed up to go over to Miami
Yeah.
and get it. It's a little drive, but it's better than potluck getting it here.
Probably work.
Yeah, you may
every-
have to be
every-
careful where you're at, Rick, because there's a lot more vaccines moving around this week.
Yeah, I am gonna sign up at 9 in the morning again here.
Yeah, there's a lot
online.
more
If-
vaccine
if
moving
that's
this week.
local, then I won't go clear over there if I got lucky.
Yeah.
So,
Where do you live,
Appreciate
Rick?
excuse me?
Where do you live in Florida?
Naples, Florida.
Oh, right where Katie and Jamie are.
Yeah, they're not too far from here. And he'd mentioned this facility or whatever Tom mentioned some time ago to me that they were thinking about doing that, but they've got a big house and it's time to downsize. So
Yeah.
I've got to give them a call.
Well, everyone I know who lives in Florida has had a tough time.
Right.
Just doesn't seem to be well organized at all in Florida. Now, Ron Siders, have you had luck?
Yes, I had luck this week.
All right.
I got a phone call yesterday morning from a medical group here in the Alachua area, and they told me if I could get about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they would give me my first shot. I got my first one yesterday.
Good,
Oh, good.
good.
I wondered who that bald guy was. I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, you haven't been on for a while, man. We got Ron Siders on here, Rick.
El Cid, I know Ron very well. We're used to.
You know,
Not bald.
I text a lot with Pug Mueller,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
and we were just texting last week. He's very lonely, I think, because with Sharon gone, and he has had his share of health problems. He has a artificial esophagus, and has had cancer, and he's just been through so much, and he has not had a shot. I
Oh,
said,
that's crazy.
"Doug,
Oh.
there's something wrong with this picture. He's in Fort Myers,
Yep.
Florida." I
Yeah.
said, "You, of all the people, should
Exactly,
have
yeah.
it. It would
Yeah.
be him." But
In
he
the
said he
first
hoped to
year,
get it this
my
week. But
priority,
yeah, I mean, who is the priority? Who are the priority people?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, in Florida, the people above 65 are the priority, and I don't understand why it's so hard to get them down here. I mean,
Yeah.
our governor's done everything he possibly can to take care of the old folks first, and
Yeah.
I don't know what the problem is.
There's still some politics involved, I'm afraid, Rick.
Yeah, well, that's right.
I think that-
We're not gonna go there, because I could go there for 2 days.
Don't go there.
I could
Don't
too.
Don't go
don't
there.
get him
Don't
started.
go,
No.
don't go there. No.
Now, Carol, I was
You guys asked me
for the same reason, and then wondering, when you text him, does he say that he gets these recordings? Does he ever watch them? Does he?
No, I told him he's got one son who is, excuse me, very technological. And I said, Pug, why don't you get him to help you even go on Facebook? I mean, for the shut-in people and people who are really, lonely, it's a wonderful thing. And I don't know. He doesn't really have a lot of contact with people.
I'll give his brother Bill, when I lived in Fort Myers, we used to get together, well, this is pre-COVID, at least once a year, all the people from Richmond down here. There's a lot.
Yeah.
And so I'm
I
gonna call his
used to
brother
see
and
that.
have him check on him.
Yeah, if he,
That'd be nice.
the last time I was able to communicate with Pug, I thought he did have a computer. And if he has a
Well,
computer, he ought to be able to get these.
Yeah, even if he
I
just.
don't
puts it on
think he does
YouTube.
have a computer. I don't think he does.
I don't think so, but he could. Yeah, I don't know. But when I talked to him about it, he doesn't seem to think that he can do this, I guess, that he knows how to Zoom and whatever.
Mhm.
I don't think any of us knew much about Zoom before we had to be on
That's
Zoom.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. I just hit the website and I go. to
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty simple.
Don,
Yeah,
were you on with us a couple times?
Just,
Rick
Bob,
was on with us a couple times, wasn't he, early
There
on?
was one time.
once.
One time,
Yeah.
just once, okay.
Yeah, he was on by phone,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
and that doesn't work real well. Because I mean, he didn't hook into Zoom with his phone.
Yeah.
I had him on the phone while we were on Zoom. and
Yeah.
That just
Yeah,
doesn't work
can't
well.
hear very well.
I tried that once with somebody else and it just doesn't work.
Andy, was it Andy?
Was it Andy, I
Yeah,
think.
Andy.
But you guys that live, I mean, that are fairly close to Fort Myers, I guess that's you, Rick. How far are you from Fort Myers?
Uh-oh.
oh, it's 45 minutes, 40 minutes.
I mean, maybe when you get home free with your, get the shots behind you and everything, maybe you could buzz down there one time and see if you could help him. Shoot,
Up
I'd
there.
send him a computer.
Well, I'll do that because, nobody's getting together. I mean, we haven't
Yeah.
for a long time. And so, I mean, like I said, I'll call Bill, his brother, and just tell him about us and what we get together. And
That's good.
we'd like for him to help his brother get on if he wants to.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
That's a
just
good
had,
idea.
I just had to get a new iPad and I could mail my old iPad down there. I mean, it still works and he can just get on that way.
It doesn't have anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you cleaned it?
Well, I mean, that's easy
No,
to
he
do.
hasn't cleaned it.
I
So maybe
sanitize
just
it.
a concept.
I can take it over to the technology people and just set up all my new stuff and say, here, wipe this thing clean, get it all set up, ready to go for this guy. In fact, I could
Yeah.
have him talk to him by phone to get him set up on it, and then I'll just send it down there and it's all ready to go.
That's great.
If we
You're
had-
such a nice person.
You are.
Crazy person.
How about Pug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Carol, can you give us Pug's phone number?
Yes, yeah. I will do that. Okay.
Hi, Harvey.
Hey, guys.
You get your shot, Harvey?
Got my shot, got the first shot.
All
Good,
right.
good.
Is it pouring out there?
Today's beautiful, but it's supposed to get some on Monday and Tuesday, but we had a couple days this week of pretty good rain and a lot of wind.
Yeah.
We had a
Wow,
lot of
that's
rain in
nice.
Arizona.
How's the homeless population?
Have a half an inch, James?
Yeah, I guess.
Probably.
We've got a few, Rick.
I've heard.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. we're
Yeah.
ready.
It's 239-433-0023.
Okay.
Now, there's another number that I have on here that I never call him. We just do mostly. I'll tell you, he's really hard to understand
Yeah.
with his voice.
Mhm.
So I do a lot of texting to him, but I have talked to him on the phone, and you can do that, maybe to just touch base. The other number is 815. What area code is that? Maybe that's an old number.
Actually, the first one that you just listed,
Yeah.
I have that down as home, and the one that you're going to now, 815-450-1911,
Yeah,
I've
Yeah.
had that down as his mobile.
that's
Yeah,
how,
it's
that's
an
what
old
I
cell
have.
number, yeah.
But you know, they did move. He did move after a
Yeah,
while.
but you usually keep the same mobile even if you move.
Even if you
Yeah,
move.
I'm talking about the
Yeah.
home one,
Oh,
but anyway, well, you know, I think to touch base with him would be okay, and you can understand him. It's just so much easier to, and he really gets, he's really good at texting. We've had some real discussions about things, like lots of things. Very political things.
Oh, yeah.
And old times with Sharon,
Going to see
and
horses.
some of the crazy things we used to do with them, I look back on. We were really good friends early on, and he was totally crazy. I mean, I tell him this.
Well,
you know.
well, for you to say that, Carol, that's
Yeah.
something.
Well, I
Don't you
tell
remember
him.
at one of our reunions when it was at the Leland that Pug was up on top of the table dancing?
Yeah. Oh, so many things that we just would shake our heads.
What was
How
that party
was Pug
school
then?
we went to?
Pardon?
We went to the world's greatest party school out of high school. You guys know that. I can't remember the name of the college you went to.
Parsons?
Parsons. Is it Parsons?
Parsons
Think
Community
so.
College out in Iowa, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Number
he was a
one
lot of,
party.
he was a lot of fun, and he still is. He's really I think he has a wonderful attitude for having the handicap that he has.
Yeah, I saw him several times when I was, prior to COVID, so.
Yeah.
Area code 815 is northeastern Illinois.
What is it, Tom?
Did you say area code 815?
Yeah.
It's northeastern Illinois.
Oh.
So that would be
That's
like,
where they lived before.
Well, see, they lived in Kankakee,
Yeah.
Illinois.
Yeah.
So that's to be nixed. That's not still.
Well, that's a mobile.
Do they live in Barrington?
It's a mobile, it'll
It
work.
could be as mobile.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah,
a
it
mobile.
probably might be his mobile.
That's
Where
his
do you
mobile.
text him to?
Yeah, that is his mobile. So I guess that's.
Okay,
probably the
that
same
would
thing.
work. You don't change your number when
Maybe an old from when they were in Illinois.
Yeah, the only person I know that doesn't have a cell number is Bob, Big Bob.
I have one time.
One time.
Carol, while you're looking at his contact information,
935-7568. I have a phone.
Right.
Yeah.
is he on Wild Fig Lane or Hole in One Circle?
Let's see here. I just got out of it. He is on Wild Fig Lane. 301.
Okay. Whenever. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Hey, TK and Rick,
Yeah. Yes.
Donnie Lamb from the
Yes.
Coney Island down the south end, good buddy of ours.
Yeah.
Mine and yours when you're in town. Is out here. He had a dementia attack. He's over across the hall from me. He'll be here long term.
I heard that, Bob, and I sent a little, I responded to the
Tragic, yeah. Good guy.
Facebook. Too
I'm
bad.
not sure about that, Tom.
Okay. No problem.
What happened to the Coney Island, Bob?
He's got some managers there, Tom, and he's got two daughters that are here, one from Florida and one that lives here.
Donnie Lamb, that's Coney Island.
Yeah.
It's in Cal-
Yeah.
Pretty bad shape, right down the hall from me over on the other side in dementia.
Did he didn't go to school with us, did he? Did he go
No,
to?
he's from Hagerstown.
Oh,
Hager City, somewhere.
yeah, okay,
But been in town for 40 years, 50 years.
yeah.
Been in business down at Coney for over 40, I think now.
Oh my God.
But yeah, these guys see him somewhere. We're all in town here.
So
Yeah.
it's still
I thought that
open.
was called John's Coney Island. Wasn't it called John's Coney Island or something?
Yeah,
It was-
That was, Jack and Don, or Jack and Don's, when they're Jack and Don's Coney, and Jack got killed in a car wreck.
Okay.
Where is that located?
South 7th Street,
Between G and,
Dick, way down further than that. JKL, somewhere down in there.
Roundel, I think, yeah.
Beyond L, Tom, yeah, you're right.
they used to have the best cabbage balls.
Oh,
Every Tuesday.
Cabbage ball.
yeah.
Just cabbage balls, whatever.
cabbage is best.
The only cabbage I like is Lee's famous recipe coleslaw.
Oh.
There you go.
The
Yeah.
only kind
I
I like
make
is
cabbage balls
fresh.
every New Year's Eve. I didn't this year because it's supposed to bring luck.
It's funny, I had a cabbage ball here for lunch today.
Oh, my God.
Really? Gosh, now, Bob, you're making me, we watch MASH every night and they're always complaining about the chow.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, wait a minute.
What's that?
I said, we watch MASH every night and they're always on MASH. They're complaining about the chow. When you just said that you had cabbage.
Not here. No, it's good here.
Okay.
I can smell it.
Generally speaking, Tom, it's good. As good as it can be.
Okay, that's good. Well, we worry about you there. They better be taking good care of you, Bob.
No, pretty good shape.
Okay. Okay. Well, so,
And you guys, most of you would never know this lady, but a wonderful gal, Carol, from St. Andrew's School, Daphne Rippiger, came out here yesterday.
Yeah.
She's right down at the end of the hall. This gal's from London, England, was a war bride, came over here with her husband. And they have what, four boys and a girl, maybe, Diane?
They have three
And they own a
boys
bottle shop franchise here in town and
3 boys.
really a hell of a family.
Hmm.
Dad was a softball player, TK, until his mid-50s.
Oh.
God.
Yeah.
How good was he in his 50s, Bob?
Oh, institutionally, industrial league,
Yeah.
Catholic league, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But pretty good. Good athlete, good basketball player. Always mad. One of those guys that was always mad. He wanted to play hard.
oh,
Good fouler in basketball.
Still mad at his 50s.
Good fouler in basketball.
Yeah.
Body checker. Thought it was a hockey game.
oh, jeez.
You guys, some of you follow golf, I know, and talked to Bo this week. He's heading for Phoenix, for the Phoenix Open.
Okay.
And Jane, that's going to be a lot different this year.
I know. My husband went every year and it's so different this
They'll
year
have-
because
They'll have 8,000 spectator limit
I know.
or none.
Hmm.
And he's actually traveling there today. And we'll find out when he gets to the hotel what's going on. But
Huh.
that used to be what, 250,000 people on a regular,
yeah,
regular
yeah.
tournament? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
We are
16th hole is famous
pretty
hole there.
poor. They're predicting more rain this week too.
Yeah, he's well aware of that.
Yeah.
Ron Cross's ex-wife's out that way. Linda lives out there.
Okay.
And Jack Rowe and Pearson are out there, so I got a heads up on the rain.
Huh.
Yeah, and have you all seen on Facebook about Tom Pearson? He said his angiogram, everything turned out good. So I don't know.
Fantastic.
But he's got severe COPD and he's still smoking, I believe. So
Yeah.
he's not in very good shape. At least his heart seems to be okay, but not his lungs.
Mm.
So,
After we were on last
Fortunately, they
week,
work together.
I did resend the recording, and then I sent an email with it and told him we all hope that, you know, that he was going to come through this okay. And I said, now, if you watch this recording, you're going to know that we talked about you and we're really pulling for you. But I didn't hear anything back from him.
yeah.
So I don't know if he emails or. Anyway.
Jane, the other thing that might play into Tom's COPD, he painted for quite a while, didn't he?
You know, that does sound familiar. Yeah.
I think he was a small contractor and used spray paints.
Yeah.
Did some work for me before he took off for Arizona. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that and smoking is bad for you.
Pretty tough combination, TK. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of you girls had Charlie Hilton for a class?
Had Charlie who?
Hilton.
Charlie Hilton.
Charlie Hilton.
Yeah.
What did he teach, Bob?
History.
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 World history.
I was probably asleep.
World history, yeah. Do you remember a student teacher named Bob Fiorini?
Look out.
I did not remember that guy.
I don't remember.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You don't remember?
Uh-uh.
I had
No.
Charlie for class, but I don't remember that student teacher.
I don't remember the
Okay.
student teacher. Yeah.
The
No.
story
I
is
think
he
you were
wasn't there
teaching
very long,
something
guys.
else, you know?
Some of us fellows were telling that story. I had contact of all people with John Hilton, Charlie's son,
Yeah.
in Huntington, Indiana, and a good amateur bowler and that kind of stuff. So we were telling stories about his dad. Bob Fiorini played football at IU and was here to student teach with Charlie. Sally and Sue Brittenham and maybe a couple other ladies in our class would go by Charlie's room to look at Bob Fiorini after class.
To look at. What was that?
Strong Italian guy, very muscular, kind of a Fonzie type looking guy. And, I mean, really a sharp,
The Jersey.
sharp guy.
That's a picture.
So these girls came up to Charlie's class and hung around and talking about how cute he was and, you know, and whispering in the hallway.
Very cute. You know?
He finally went out there and said, look, girls, my name's Bob Fiorini. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, and I'm a good looking stud.
Yeah.
And I play games that big boys play. And he put his hands on his hips and gyrated forward
Yeah, yeah.
and said, if you don't want to do that, don't come around here anymore.
Ooh.
So Bob Fiorini got fired as a student teacher, but that's the story about Charlie Hilton's substitute.
So what happened to him? Do you
He
know?
got out, he fired. I never heard from him again.
Oh,
Oh.
His student teaching contract was terminated that afternoon.
Wow.
because
I
of
didn't
those
know that part.
Brittingham girls.
Yes.
Oh.
Brittingham girls. Yeah.
So Betsy and I did a little further research, and he was last known to be living in Venice Beach, Florida.
Florida.
Okay.
And we saw his wife
Appeared to be anyway.
appeared to be his most current wife, and she was
Couple of them on the way. down.
86 and he was 73 at the time.
Something
I
like
think
that.
there was a big difference. So there's a lot of intrigue about this, given
He
this
was,
story.
he would have been older than we were, TK, but I
yeah.
don't know much.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
4 years older, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
we
was
found-
been 4 years older.
We found him online. He was
Didn't teach.
born in,
Um,
I guess.
Yeah, born in 40. So
I
Charlie Hilton
supervised
was a
student
great
teachers
guy.
for 7.
Great,
I
great
supervised
mentor for a lot of us.
I supervise student teachers for
In my
7
experience
years
with
for
Charlie,
IUE.
best classroom teacher I ever had.
I must have it on.
Hey, Steph, how are you?
Go ahead, Vicky.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know whether I had it on mute or not. Anyway, I supervised student teachers for IU East for about 7 years, and I always warn my student teachers, especially the guys, you know how used to, you could kind of put your arm around a student while you were trying to help them do a problem or something?
Yeah,
Can't do any of that anymore.
no,
I mean,
no,
people get accused of all sorts of things when it was totally innocent.
exactly.
It's sad teachers and student teachers just can't do that anymore. But,
No.
and you know, when I started teaching at Richmond High School, I was right out of college. And it was when they separated the boys from the girls in home ec. So they gave me all the boys' home ec classes. And I had to be really careful. Usually I would be in a mini skirt or something, but I had to be really careful and dress a little differently, even coming to school.
Why do you think my brother-in-law took home ec? That's the only reason why he took home ec.
Janet Land, was that?
Now we
the
know.
Supposed to be over here this afternoon, but they haven't come in yet.
He took
I had a lot of fun teaching that class. I had guys faint. I tried to show them how to clean a turkey one time and so forth, and some of them got sick. And it was really a lot of fun.
That's funny.
That is fun.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Wow.
That was
So David Harold, did you
He
get,
goes, huh?
did you get your shot?
And the second one I will get next week.
Good.
But I've had 5 places contact me to schedule an appointment, believe it or not.
Really?
Jeez.
Hmm.
Wow.
You must not live in Florida.
No, he doesn't.
No.
I'm sorry.
Hey, my grandson this week made lots of money with GameStop.
Oh, did you?
That was about GameStop.
Knows,
I was just educating Jane.
He
Ann.
made $30,000.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh!
that's
Did
wow,
he cash it in?
I'm assuming he did. 'Cause he said he made 30,000.
One week.
So,
Probably all lost money because of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
He stole.
Well, I think it's time those hedge fund people do lose money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, they're making everybody else lose money but them.
Yeah.
I think they kind of did it to teach everybody else a lesson. And in the meantime, they made a lot of money for themselves. I heard someone on the news though today was going to leave it in, and I thought you better cut that out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have a chatter, some kind of a social media, and they all talk about these stocks. And I don't quite understand it, but you can make a
Jane,
lot of
did-
money or lose a lot of money, I guess.
Did he always have that stock, or did he just jump in when all this stuff was going on?
Jumped in when he
Okay.
heard about it. So
Wow.
he had it like a week.
I'd never heard of this website. Maybe some of you guys have, but it's called Wall Street Bets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anybody ever heard of that one?
Wall Street Bets.
Wall
Yeah,
Street
that's
Bets.
the one that they were in.
And I guess that's where a lot of this stuff is coming from on these wild stock swings.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then there's a couple more if you look them up.
Yeah,
They're just
The Robin Hood something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin Hood's one of them that's
Yeah.
deep. in
Reddit.
it. And yeah,
Reddit. Another one.
Hmm.
Yeah, their stated purpose is to take money from the rich and give it to the poor.
There you go.
So
Robin Hood.
Income redistribution.
Hey, she's back.
Hey, Julie, what you been doing?
And feeding those horses.
Yep, feeding the horses, and it's wicked cold here, so it takes a little
That's
longer.
why Alberta was cold there.
It's
Yeah.
it's in the 20s here. You're probably worse than that, but we're supposed to get up to 4 inches tonight
Oh, good.
of
That's what
snow.
we like.
You're gonna get a ton, right?
22 below yesterday, that.
What?
Oh,
2 below?
oh my gosh.
Good.
20
oh,
And did
below.
you go out walking or sledding?
look at Jim
Yeah.
Hope smiling.
It's just, we made a pact with the devil to
Grin
live
on
in a
his face.
beautiful place,
Really?
and that's what we pay for it.
Okay.
Ever?
Not a big deal.
Oh my God.
Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Hello. I just found the numbers again.
Oh,
Hey, Diane, if you wanted to get on in the beginning and you haven't, forgot the number or whatever, just text me or email me or call me
Yeah,
and I'll just send it to you
he'll
again.
send them again.
Just go to Tommy's email that he sends out every week, and that's what I do. I
Yeah,
just
do a search.
Yeah.
I
But I
just
made it.
find where Tom Porter last sent me something, and then that's it.
You're
We're gonna
so
send you garbage
techy,
next week.
No,
We're gonna send you garbage
No,
next
we're
week.
not. No, we're not.
Thanks.
Now, I was scrambling this week because all my technology was gone, but Jane Ann, last week, you guys were talking about, hey, let's share books or suggestions for books. So Jane Ann has prepared this big 2 or 3
We have
page.
a 3-page list, but we're
She's
not
already-
done yet.
We're not done yet.
Oh my gosh.
She says, I want you to review this. And I looked at it, I said, well, man, all those books are great, but they're all mysteries and they may not like mysteries. So now I've got to go around and find other books.
Non-mystery. So we'll send it out when we get it.
Did any, and it kind of made me go back and remember some books. Like, are you guys familiar with Peter? I think it's pronounced Mail. He became real famous for writing the book, and I'm sure this is why Diane knows about it. A Year in Provence.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But after that, he wrote probably 6 or 8 little funny mysteries. And they all take place over around France, southern France. And they are hilarious. And those are great books. So I'm going to get those and I'll add those to the list. And then some other stuff that, we kind of forgotten about, but we'll send you a pretty good list of books. It'll
Still
keep
watching
busy
lots
if
of
you like
movies.
mysteries.
I'm watching lots of movies.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good too.
Hey, Tom Porter, I'm gonna give you another job.
Uh-oh, another job. Okay.
I keep giving him jobs and he
CBS
keeps ignoring me.
Let me get a pen. Let me get a pen. Let
It's
me write
running
it
some
down.
really cool events about stuff that people do during COVID.
Okay.
Oh,
And they do it on Saturday morning, they do it sometimes on Sunday morning. But I think that you should take our group of 75-year-olds and however many folks we got involved in a group, all of the things we've done together, music, books, movies, and what we do together on a weekly basis, and just send it in.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, it is a great idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we're probably one of the, as far as I know, one of the only groups that I've ever heard of that got to this size, has stayed this size and interacts so well on so many different topics.
mhm.
Right.
I think we deserve 3 minutes on CBS.
Oh,
There you go.
Just
Only
as long as they
3.
don't show our picture.
oh, you want me to send this into?
Is that IMHO? Is that what that is, Todd?
You mean
We
get
could all
on
put our masks on.
CBS Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd
Okay.
be good.
All right. I watch CBS Sunday morning faithfully every
Oh,
Sunday.
I
love
do
it.
too. Have you
We
tried
record it
Saturday
each week.
morning, Tom?
What's that?
Saturday morning also.
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
hadn't.
the one gal on
Yeah, it's
Saturday.
a different group of
did this.
people. It's pretty
I
good.
can't remember her name, but
7
kind
to
of a
9.
Oh, that's too early for him.
She would do this.
record it.
Yeah, recorded. I record them all.
Okay. Well, that's an
She's got
idea.
amazing records on the thing.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Funny.
Oh, that'd be, yeah. I got a feeling, I have a feeling that there are probably lots of folks doing this that we're doing.
I don't know anybody that's.
I don't know anybody either.
I
I
don't
know,
either.
They
tell
do with
people-
family and work.
Right.
I tell people that we have a Zoom call with our high school classmates and they go, what?
Yeah. No, I do the same
Same
thing.
here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm, as you know, pretty active with people and stuff, and they go, what?
Yeah.
Other than the IU alumni group or the IU football alumni, I'm not involved in anything bigger than this.
Okay. Well, yeah, and I was getting ready to do a second round to see if we can't dredge you up and get more people on there. It's kind of like, how, like, okay, why isn't Bob Kime on here?
Yeah.
Bob and,
Oh,
what's her name?
Barbara.
Barbara.
Yeah, Barbara. Why, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's our audience, TP.
Yeah.
That's our audience.
Oh, audience. Oh, hey, Bob, if you're watching this every week, I'm sorry
There
if
you
I didn't use your name in vain. I just said,
We're
hey,
going
why
for
aren't you guys
ratings.
on
We're
here? I'm
going
trying
for
to
ratings.
shame you.
And Tom, I talk to Patty Smith about all kinds of stuff about every week, and I keep giving her hell about not showing up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun when she was on.
Yeah.
it was.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I
if they
thought-
realize, they don't have to come every week,
Yeah.
every Saturday. I just wonder if maybe some people will think, gee, I don't want to commit to every Saturday at 3:00,
Yeah, I think that's an issue.
And to come and go is nice because you get new, fresh people, to have
Well, you don't miss
stories.
the thing is if you go to the recording.
Yeah.
Well, look at the people we've lost while we've been Zooming and.
Yeah,
and
that's what's
Zooming.
sad. That's sad.
We
You
wouldn't
mean
have,
really lost?
We
Yeah.
wouldn't have known, that's right.
Yes.
Is
I had a
Susie
90
McKenzie
minute
still living?
mission. Sorry, go ahead.
Susie McKenzie, if you guys remember her, she's still alive.
McKinley?
McKinley.
McKinley?
McKinley? I think
I,
Carol will know. Carol will
As
know.
far as I know.
You know,
I
Carol.
text with Susan all the time. I have to say, she is the most fun in texting you'll ever see. Now, those of you who know her know she's fun anyway.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I have been in stitches with her. She is something else. She did say that she has been diagnosed with MS, but she seems to be pretty good. And she lives with her daughter in Evansville, Indiana. Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
you have a computer that she could join our Zoom?
No, she's another one. I keep telling her, I say, Susan, you really, I mean, she would have
Carol, who
had
was
a lot.
diagnosed with MS?
Pardon me? Excuse me?
What did you say
Carol,
about
who was diagnosed with MS?
Susan McKinley.
Susan
Susan
McKinley?
McKinley.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Hey, Carol, have her text me.
yeah. Well, I will.
She was
And
in
if she
Tennessee, I
starts
think.
texting, hey, if she starts texting, you'll have a friend. She will text you.
Well, I'm not the best responding, so.
You'll
Well,
entertain.
I'll
Come
tell
on.
you what, though, she is fun. She is
Yeah, she always
I
has.
mean,
been.
she's
yeah.
just got the most clever thing.
Always been fun.
The last text I got from her, I had not answered her for quite some time, and I turned on my phone and looked at it, and she said, and then I text her back. She said, I'm so glad you're quarantined because you're texting me back. And she'll say, pardon my language, but she'll say, shit, I'm glad to hear from you. I thought you were dead, like everybody else. I mean, it's always a very
That
light.
sounds just like her.
Oh, it is. She is just a riot. I enjoy her.
Yeah, we need,
I'll tell her, Bob.
Doesn't her
Well,
daughter
I've
have
got
a,
stories and
does
a lot
her
of you.
daughter have a computer that she could?
No.
I have to tell you a
Doesn't
great
either.
story about Sue
Her
McKenna.
daughter doesn't have a computer?
I think she probably does.
Yeah.
I told Susan, I said, look, you know what? We took care of these kids and we raised them and we went through all this stuff with them. This is my attitude about my kids. And the least they can do is help us with
Yeah.
this technology. Because she feels
Yeah.
really bad. She said, oh, I hate to have them. I said, we have no reason to feel bad. We didn't start out at 3 years old like my grandsons with these computers, and I said, get her tie her down, have her show you how to do this stuff because she would love it.
okay, Carol, can you, I know you've got your phone right there.
Yeah, I do.
You got it?
I don't know.
I don't have the right address down, but I have a phone number here that I think is good.
Okay.
You looking at it? Or are you looking for it?
At Pugs, are you talking about or Susan's?
Susan McKinley?
Susan, okay. Yeah,
I've got 407-314-6669.
okay. 407-314-6669. That's
it.
Susan.
Yep,
That's
I
Susan.
thought I had a good number for her.
And she would love to hear from anybody. I mean, she's very productive. She makes baby clothes and gives them away. That's what she likes to do.
Wow.
Carol, was she in Tennessee for a while?
Yes. Tennessee, South Carolina,
North Carolina.
North Carolina, Southern
Mhm.
Indiana. Yeah,
On the
she's been all
move.
kinds of places.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
407 is not Evansville. 812 is Evansville, I think, in that town.
Yeah, she's in Evansville now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think the area code, if it's a local phone, is 812 for Evansville and TK.
But it's probably her mobile phone.
That's mobile.
yeah, this is her mobile.
Yeah, it's a mobile phone that she'd probably gotten when she lived in one of the other states.
Somewhere else, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to do, is start going back through and seeing if I can. I hate to say raise the dead, but I mean, it's kind of like, hey, I'm going to have to do something to jab them, see if I can't get a few more.
Get some of them in there, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know why Jack Rowe doesn't get on. You know, I had texted him and he said he would, and
I'm
Yeah.
mad at Jack Rowe, Jane.
well, I had messaged him and said, if you send me your email address, we will get you on our,
Full state.
you know, on our distribution, and he never sent it to me, so.
I got kicked off of Facebook yesterday until tonight because of Jack Rowe.
Oh, no, what happened?
Well, tell us about that, Bob.
He sent a message out that he'd been hacked.
Okay.
yeah.
And my response to a friend that's been hacked is those damn Russians again.
Yeah.
So I get suspended for a day because of not being up to code with Facebook now. So I come back on at 7 o'clock tonight.
You gotta be kidding me.
Blame it on Jack
Go
Rowe.
to jail, man.
The Ayatollah can get on anytime he wants.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff
Yeah,
you
I need
see
to
on
buy
there.
mine too.
Somebody's playing with you.
Facebook. Not my first time, by the way.
Yeah.
You're so bad, Bob. You're
I'm
bad.
like Peter Freeman.
Now that is funny. I thought
You know, I gotta tell you a great story about Sue McKinley.
okay.
Stu McKinley is working at Avco in the summertime. We're running around together and she says, Bob, I've got a gal I need to fix you up with who's from Connersville, Indiana, but she works for me at Avco. And I've been talking to her about you and she'd love to go out.
All right.
So I said, fine, you know, and Sonny Haynes was living with John Blackwell and somebody else on Riverside Drive in Dayton.
Okay.
They had a big house, 3 or 4 stories high, a bunch of apartments in it and stuff. And they're having a big housewarming party or something. So I picked this gal up, very nice. Typical at that moment, Connersville, Indiana gal, bleach blonde hair about this wide, very tight clothing, very attractive,
Anything else, Bob?
big in all the right places. So we get over to Sonny and Tom's apartment and we just are having a ball. Oh, Sonny and Tom and John Blackwell, that's who it was. And we're just having a ball. Well, we're working our way through the house and we want to get to know each other a little better. So
Uh-oh.
every bedroom in the house has got at least one couple, sometimes more than one, depending on who he lives with.
Okay.
So we decide that the stereo cabinet would be fine. In the days of 33 RPM records and 78 records and LP albums, and the cabinet started vibrating.
Oh, no.
And the records started skipping and Sonny and Tom come running out. What the? We said, hey, we're out of here. We're going home. That's my story about Sue McKinley fixing me up.
You have another date with that gal?
No, she wound up married a doctor in Connersville. And it was funny because they were one of the first people that abused pain pills.
Ooh.
And the guy actually went to jail. I'm trying to remember names, but I can't remember names.
Oh my God.
But they lived in Connersville in a very nice home. He was an older doctor who was a prescriber, and she was his assistant. And they wound up going to jail for a long time, as I recall, at least sentenced for a long time. Back then it was unheard of.
Wow.
But this guy was
Wow.
big time, yeah.
Huh.
Whoa.
Stu McKinley, my guy.
You're gonna have to talk to her about that, Bob.
21st and B, wasn't it? Wasn't that where they lived, 21st and B?
Yeah,
I
21st
think so,
would be,
Yeah.
Yeah, right there on the beautiful house.
right on the
Nice
corner.
front porch. Nice front
Yeah.
porch.
Still restored and looks great, I think. Last time I was out anyway. God knows that.
Wow.
Oh, the good old days, okay.
Yeah.
The good
Yeah.
old days.
How old were you then, Bob? About?
I would have been at IU, Tom, probably a freshman or sophomore at IU.
Okay.
I know we were still buying liquor from Lee's
Oh, yeah,
down there by Paul E's.
right.
And those guys had a spot in Dayton. So I wasn't 21 yet, but we were, Barbara Murray was this gal's name. I just remembered that.
All right.
Who?
Arthur.
Barbara Murray.
Barbara Murray's from Richmond.
Yeah, Barbara Murray was from
No,
Richmond.
this is a different Murray, different
Okay.
Murray.
Unfortunately, the Barbara Murray from here was another one that jumped off the G Street Bridge and killed
Yeah.
herself.
Oh.
Nice.
Yes, she did.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
she was
bad.
Bob Murray's daughter from Kenny and Bob's, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, she
Is that
did.
right? Oh, my God.
Wow.
Shirley, or three of those girls?
There
Shirley
were
was
two of them,
older.
two. There were two. Shirley was the older one and then Barbara.
Shirley and Barbara,
Lauren
yes.
Barbara, okay,
Chris.
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
How about another story, Bob? We got about 3 minutes or 5 minutes.
Another Charlie Hilton story. Great Charlie Hilton story. Tony Tiano passed away, so I was asked by the park board to serve, or by the superintendent of parks, Don McBride, to fulfill Tony Tiano's term on the park board. So I did, and then I renewed again, and stayed on for like 6 years or something. Very active group, Charlie Hilton, Stanley Vigran,
Yeah.
and a guy named Bob Merchanthouse.
oh, yeah.
Bob. Yeah, no, Bob.
Every year we had signed a contract with the Shriners to come into Clear Creek and have a 3-ring circus. So it was always lobbied, the Shriners Hospital for Children and
Yeah.
give away tickets to the schools and all kinds of stuff. Wonderful opportunity. So we took advantage of it. So the contract was pretty specific, actually written by Andy Cecere, who was a lawyer at that time.
Yeah.
About cleaning up and restoring Clear Creek after the circus left.
Oh.
So that was the deal. I get a call one afternoon that the softball leagues had started, and a guy on Diamond 2 TK, remember that one right by Main Street?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
On Diamond 2, an outfielder had fallen in the outfield and slit his forearm on a beer bottle and had to go to Reed. They had him taped up, and I was going to run over there and take him to Reed, which I did. So that guy gets out there, gets treated, everything's okay. So I go to McBride, tell him about it, son of a bitches, da-da-da-da-da. For the park board meeting, they're looking at the incident report, da-da-da. So the next year when the circus comes up, the vote is 3-1 against having a circus. Connie Marker, who, as you guys well know,
Connie's. Mhm.
had a big rocking chair by the pipe stand at the
Yep,
front door,
the front door.
and he would hold court about what assholes we were about not allowing the circus to come back. to
Yeah, because he was a huge Shriner. Yeah.
And a huge Shriner and a huge proponent of anything good, was nothing wrong with that.
That racism.
So anyway, the Shrine Club gets involved in us personally. Anonymous threats, telephone hanging up, damage to cars, those kind of things.
Oh,
Well, Charlie Hilton and I had a habit of having a beverage every now and then
Oh, yeah.
together, and generally draft beer, but we're at a meeting and we go out and have a couple draft beers, and he said, hey, this stuff's getting ridiculous. You know, I've told the police, I've told everybody, I'm sure you have, we all have. Bob Merchant House, of course, is the outsider because he had voted for the circus, so he's not involved in any of this. So Charlie says, you know, I'm getting pissed off enough to go see that son of a bitch, meaning Connie Marker. So we go down to Connie's, and Connie's in the rocking chair. Charlie points at him and says, you at the round table in the back now.
whoa.
So we head for the round table. I don't know if you guys remember that big round table at Connie's. but
Yeah,
that's what
oh yeah,
Connie
big round table back there, yes.
So we go back there, and I mean, we're steaming. We've been at this for a while, and we're just boiling. So Charlie gets his piece out and really lays it out for Connie, and Connie just kind of backs up, puffs on the pipe. You know, fellas, I think we need a beverage.
Uh-oh, I know what you're gonna say now. I met my husband at Connie's.
We said, what?
Yeah.
He said, bring us a bottle of Ouzo
Uso, yep.
and 3 of those double shot glasses.
Uh-oh.
Mhm.
So we sit down and we start working through this thing.
Oh,
And we said, Connie, you know, if you guys are going to be there, you have to honor the contract the way it's written for the safety of everybody else, or else we're hanging out.
Yes.
Liability wise, it's unbelievable how the city's hanging out on this.
Yeah.
So we go through it. Pour a couple shots of Ouzo, throw them down. Pour a couple more, throw them down. We leave Connie's at daylight, wavering as we walk. And I'm giving Charlie Hilton a ride home.
Very brave of Charlie to get in there.
Charlie lived on Cartwright Drive. And I go to Cartwright Drive with Charlie, and his wife is in her house coat under the carport waiting on us to get home.
You have a weapon with?
So I dropped him off at the end of the driveway, and I said, Charlie, I'm out of this from here on out. So I go to my house on Southwest 2nd Street, TK, right down the street from you guys.
Yeah.
My porch light's on, the front door's open. My wife's there in her nightgown waiting at the porch. So how do you tell that story to your wife? I mean, there's no mercy in that.
Oh, Charlie.
Charlie Hilton.
You know, I thought what you were gonna say, because my husband was a student at Earlham, but he had holding down 3 jobs, and one of them was working behind the bar at Connie's. And Connie kept a big old gun back there. So when you said he was gonna get drinks, I thought he was gonna bring his gun out or something. But that Ouzo would get to you, but.
No, we didn't get to that point.
Yeah.
We all knew everybody was okay, but the liability thing from our standpoint, we talked to the city attorney and read through our stuff and all that. And this guy, I mean, fortunately, it wasn't a real bad injury where he had some case of liability against the city. He just decided not to do it.
So what happened in the end? Was that did you have another?
At the end, the circus came back, Tom. It
Oh,
might
they
have been later in the year, it might have been the following year or whatever.
He won.
But they were always pretty good about it. And I was going into chicken business after that, so.
Okay.
I was off to my restaurant career.
All right.
Well, if you guys have any ideas on anybody else that you want me to go after, start sending them to me.
Okay.
And I'll start working on that.
What about Pam Denning?
I talked to her about a month ago.
Yeah.
And she said, yeah, she knew about it. And I said, but you ought to join us. We're a lot of fun. And she said she would, but I didn't think she would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she would really enjoy it.
Why don't you try her, Vicky? Since you're right there with her.
Maybe I can talk her into it. She's really hard though. I've tried to get her on the garden, she and Larry on the garden tour. They've got a beautiful garden, probably 4 different times. And they just, when they say no, you just know it. You're not going to argue with them.
And Larry says no, it's no.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I was kind of.
Larry's
She
pretty definitive, isn't he?
yeah. She was always very helpful with the reunion.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
she was.
That's why I think she'd have so much fun.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 One
Call her,
time,
Vicky.
Hey, Harvey,
Yeah.
music lover for you, a new music lover site for you, or
right.
documentary. Muscle Shoals.
No,
Awesome.
Alabama.
Yep. TK, you want to see it too?
Yeah.
Great history about a guy that had a little studio down there, a little bit like that Sound City thing I sent you guys, Harvey.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yep. This is a good one. Yeah. Jimmy,
Right.
as much as you guys love music, you'll love it.
Oh, Bob, I wanted to ask you, the one that you talked about were the Chess Records.
Yes.
Where did-
Cadillac Records, I think he said.
Oh, Cadillac Records. the Chess
Cadillac
label.
Records.
Cadillac record, yeah.
Where
You
did
got
you
three of them now. You got Cadillac Records. You got Muscle Shoals, and you got Sound City, Tom.
and are these all on Netflix?
Anything, Tubi, Netflix, any of the streaming services.
Okay.
But what happens in this, guys, is all of the music from our era going forward up until Nirvana and some of those really heavy metal groups.
Yeah.
It all comes forward out of those 3 places.
Yeah.
3 very unique people own them. Unique sounds in the soundboards like Hitsville and in Detroit with Motown.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible history if you love music, you know, which I'm sure a lot of us do,
Yeah.
especially the music that we knew. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
It was the
Good
good
stuff.
stuff.
Yes.
It's the good stuff. It was the good stuff. Yeah.
It was.
Right. Right.
I was gonna, where Vicky left?
Yep, she left.
I was
The
gonna
dog
ask,
was
I was
bugging
gonna
her.
ask her if she knew how Frank's Place was doing, if it was still, going strong like it had been. Do you know, Bob?
Doing fine, Tom, from what I hear, and I'm good friends with a lot of people that go down there on Facebook. But they're doing what they can do. They're up now to 50% seating capacity. Our basketball team, by the way, I talked to them today at the athletic office. High school basketball in Indiana can go to 25% seating in the gym beginning February 1st. So we're going to actually have live crowds back in the gyms in time for sectionals and all that stuff. But I tried to get Scott Porter a ticket today to go watch his grandson play, and the gal said no dice, February 1st. So
Okay.
I said, thank you, Chris, and we'll hang out.
Okay. Okay.
Richmond High, any good, Bob?
What's that?
Are they any good this year?
They're decent. They've got a young team. In fact, Harvey, the team that Scott's grandson's on, the freshman team or B team, is undefeated at this point, or maybe 15-1.
Okay.
Oh.
And they're very, very good. They got some size, got some quickness. Nice coach all the way through, a guy named Bo Deloney, Jimmy Deloney, I don't know if you remember that, but it's Jimmy's grandson. Jimmy was a classmate that passed away, I think, or maybe a year behind us. But Bo Deloney's a great guy and a great coach, and he had these kids all the way from 3rd grade on. They were undefeated in AAU for 7 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So, yeah.
The future's good. The future looks good.
Putting us on the waiting list.
Yeah, they're coming.
Okay, you guys.
All right, you guys.
All right. Have a good week.
Good week,
Stay
everybody.
safe.
Have a good
Okay.
week. Stay safe.
See you.
Thanks, everybody. See you again.
Bye.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Bye-bye.
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 Behave
Get
yourself,
ready.
Carol.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
He gone.
I'm glad you were on, Carol.
Yeah, it was fun. I'll be
Yeah.
glad to come again.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Bobby.
Good to see you, Ron. See you, Bob. Keep sending me
I
stuff.
just put us on the waiting list over at Texas Roadhouse, and well, they say,